I'm going to show you guys 3 different craft projects that you can make using the bundles from this month's dollar event for Saturday. So these are the designs from our Saturday's dollar event. So make sure you guys definitely check it out. One of the first ones that I'm actually showing you guys, I've already done, and I have an entire video dedicated to this guy right here. So this is for the 15 glass wraps. So these are amazing. As you can see, so cute. I actually even created the ghost as well, but I actually broke it as I was coming in here so you guys can see the really fun bats. These are perfect for this Halloween. You guys can put your iced coffees in here, sweet tea, whatever you want. But there is some really cute bundles inside of here, like I said. So definitely make sure you guys check this one out. And like I said, I have the video linked below if you guys want to see the complete video where I made 2 of these glass cans. And then we are going to be using this one here. So this guy is loaded with 30 designs. So you guys can make all sorts of fun signs this holiday season. So we're going to be applying black vinyl to a sign. You could definitely paint the sign with black chalk paint and then do white vinyl. So either or would be amazing. So we are going to be doing one of those today. And like I said, this one includes 30 for $1. And then for the last one, we're going to be using this awesome bundle here where you guys can make some really fun t-shirt signs. I'm going to be using HTV along with this screen print confetti. So this was super popular last year and I'm bringing it back this year, and this is a Halloween one I didn't get to use last year, and I love it because it has oranges and purples and greens and all of the things. So I'm going to show you guys how to use HTV vinyl with screen print just to give a really fun effect on a sweatshirt. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. Once again, I've already created this one and I have a whole separate video dedicated to it, so definitely make sure you guys check it out. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with a super easy one, a sign. So I've got these blank wooden canvases here that you can find locally at your hobby shop, Walmart even. I got this from Hobby Lobby where your canvases are, the art supplies, but you can also grab them in the craft section as well. And you can also DIY your very own sign. You can also do that DIY reverse canvas as well. So I've got this. Once again, if you wanted to, you could paint this with black chalk paint and then use white adhesive vinyl. So what I'm doing here is I've got a piece of parchment so I can show you the parchment paper hack. I've already cut this out and weeded it out. And inside of Cricut Design Space, I unlocked this design so I could specifically tell it that I wanted it to be 10 by 16.5. So as you can see, everything still looks good. It's very proportional and I made it fit this sign perfect. I've got a piece of transfer. I'm going to be using the Cricut transfer today. So let's go ahead and scoot this stuff out of the way so we have a little bit of room here. So the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to go ahead and start to peel a corner and just get the top of this exposed. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that little piece that is exposed here and go from side to side, and then I'm going to do what I call a push and pull motion. So I'm just going to kind of slowly go across until I have the entire thing covered. So make sure you just go nice and slow so you don't buckle anything. All right, so just like that, we have this guy covered. We're going to go ahead and take that squeegee now and rub that into the transfer. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to flip this guy over and remove the backing. So now that we have this guy exposed and it wants to stick on everything, I've got my parchment here. So this is going to allow me to figure out where I want this guy to go. So I can actually lay this guy on my parchment paper. So then I can move my parchment around so I can figure out exactly where I want this guy to go. Once you have it figured out, go ahead and take the very top that's exposed there. So you should have a piece that's hanging outside of your parchment. You're going to go ahead and rub that piece in. So I'm going to go ahead and just get that rubbed down so it's going to stay in place. We're going to lift our design back up here. And then we're going to remove that parchment. So the really cool thing about that parchment is your design will not stick. So adhesive vinyl will not stick to that parchment. And so we're going to go ahead and move this. Now, don't get that confused for regular like copy paper. It is definitely parchment. It has like a wax coating to it. So now what we're going to do is slowly work our way from one side to the next. So just slowly pushing this down. Try not to buckle anything. And then we're going to take our squeegee and we're going to go ahead and rub that into the sign. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get a corner. And just like that, we were able to make our very own Halloween decor. So easy to make signs, whether you're making them for yourself or selling them. They are a ton of fun. Now keep in mind that our designs do come with a commercial license, so you are able to make these items and sell them as well. But I love the way this one came out. You could also do a stencil, so you could do a reverse weed, remove all these pieces you normally would keep, and then you could use like a chalk paint to stencil that on and actually use paint. Now the tip from me, if you guys are making signs like this, use the matte adhesive vinyl like I did here, because it does actually look like you painted it compared to the glossy. For our last project here, I'm using a sweatshirt. I got a white sweatshirt here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy on my Cricut mat here. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Cricut Easy Press, and I'm just gonna go ahead and smooth everything out. We're gonna rub down all them wrinkles and remove any sort of moisture. This takes around 5 to 10 seconds. All right, and then we're gonna take our HTV. You could definitely do this in black. You could do this in a glitter HTV. I did mine in a really nice purple. So just to kind of switch it up just a little bit. So to figure out your center, we're gonna go ahead and fold this in half. We're gonna go ahead and place this about 3 to 4 fingers down from the neckline, just like this. I absolutely love this. It says some days you just have to put on the hat to remind them who you're dealing with. I love it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go right on top here. So I'm gonna do 320 for 30 seconds. Now, you could definitely just do this by itself, or you can add in the fun sprinkles. So this one here, like I said, has greens and oranges and purples and blacks. You can get it in just black, just white. You can get it in like golds and silvers, or you can even get like a mixture where it's purple and whites. So definitely check it out. I have this one linked down below for you guys. All right, perfect. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up, and I'm actually gonna bring up my temperature because this actually has the time and temp on the container for this particular one. It's 325 for 7 to 10 seconds. So I'm gonna go ahead and bump that up 5 more seconds, and I'm not gonna worry about my time because I can go ahead and stop it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and peel. This is a warm to hot peel. All right. But you can either keep this and use this again to cover this while you're working. I'm not. I'm going to be using parchment paper, which is what I highly recommend. Now, like I said, this in itself looks super duper cute. You could definitely leave it like this. I love it. So cute. I'll be rocking this Halloween. So this one's definitely for me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle this. So this actually comes in like a shaker to where you could take and sprinkle it in just like this. Now, it kind of gives me two different effects. I feel like this gives me much smaller sprinkles, and it's a lot harder to do. So what I like to do is just open this guy up, and then you're just going to sprinkle. So if I want to break it down a little bit more, I can always just kind of do that. So you're just going to sprinkle this wherever you want it. So I'm going to do some here, and I may come and add some to my sleeves, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going. It kind of reminds me of fish food. Also, don't be afraid to get it on your HTV. It's completely fine. Now, like I said, I'll kind of work in sections. So I'll get some down and then I'll keep moving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up this piece right here with a parchment. And then I'll go ahead and cover this bottom piece as well. And so it's 10 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and hit go. So once it hits 20 seconds, I'll move it over and then get the entire thing. I was not thinking that I went the whole 30 seconds, so I'm just gonna kind of hold it here for around 10 seconds or so and move it. So definitely make sure, if you can't remember like I just did, make sure you guys change that timer. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move that out of the way. Now, another thing to keep in mind, when we layer HTV, we do like a 2-second tack down in between layers. You could always do a 2-second tack down with your HTV, and that way you're not continually adding the heat. So feel free to do that however you would like. So once you peel this, some of the pieces may come up with your parchment. Whatever sticks down is gonna stick down. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this, and I'm gonna make sure that I lay it on here in the same direction because I don't wanna get these pieces on my press. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is move my shirt up so I can get the pieces that are down here. All right, so I think I have a few more pieces that were up and over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those as well. And at this point, if I wanted to add in just a couple more, I could also do that. All right, we are peeling off the last one. And here we have it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up, kind of shake it off, get off any excess. And there you guys have it. How stinking cute is this? That screen print confetti just adds a whole nother zing to the t-shirt, if you will. It just gives it that little bit of extra. And those colors, like I said, I was kind of sad because I didn't get to use these colors last year. It's that mixture of that orange and purple and greens. It is so stinking cute. But once again, there is other colors. There's solid colors. So definitely make sure you guys check out this stuff. Everything I've used is linked down below. You guys let me know which one is your favorite. Is it the sweatshirt? Is it the sign? Or is it the Libby glasses? Don't forget, there is a full video on these Libby glasses, so definitely make sure you guys check that out. You have to go check out the ghost one I made. It was so cute. I hope you guys enjoy this. Make sure you snag some good deals, and I'll see you guys on the next one.